Yo, what up guys, it's Paul on JB Reviews. Today we have the Oculus Quest 2. So I had the chance to try out the original Quest a few months back prior to the release of the Quest 2. This one being my first official VR headset, and I have to admit VR is amazing in 2020. Makes me excited for what will be 20 years from now. This little headset is fantastic. The Oculus Quest 2 is going to be the newest iteration of the Quest series of VR headsets. Last year, Oculus dropped the Oculus Quest 1. That one was a good headset for what it was. It was rocking a Snapdragon 835 processor, which even by last year's standards was a processor that was a bit dated. It was about 2 years old. This one, the Quest 2, fortunately is rocking the Snapdragon XR2, which is the 2020 flagship processor. The Oculus Quest 2 gets a resolution bump as well, which is always nice. This one's rocking a 1832 by 1920 resolution per eye, so effectively 2K. Along with that resolution bump, you are also getting a smaller build, along with it being 10% lighter than the Quest 1. Again, being that I'm pretty new to VR, having the Guardian system on the original Quest and Quest 2 is without a doubt one of the best features on the device. It provides you with the ability to essentially just draw your play area, so depending on how much space you do have, whether you're someone that has a reduced amount of space to move around in, or someone that has a ton of room to run, jump, and do whatever you want, that is going to be fantastic. It does provide you with a safety fence around where you can play, avoiding any obstacles and possibly busting your neck over a table. When comparing the Quest 1 to the Quest 2, the Quest 1 only had support for up to 72 Hertz in games and such. This one provides you with up to 90 Hertz, so that'll bring you more on par with more PC-oriented VR headsets. The Quest 2 is rocking 6 gigabytes of RAM. Now, cool features that you can Chromecast your video feed to a Chromecast. I have a Chromecast Ultra on my TV, so I can stream the feed to that and let someone else see what I'm doing in VR. The Quest 2 is also Wi-Fi 6 compatible, so that will provide you with extra headroom in terms of speed with that bandwidth. So I have found that the headset takes about an hour to an hour and a half to charge back up, depending on how low the battery is. Again, with it only lasting you 2 to 3 hours, do be mindful of that so you don't find yourself having the headset go off on you during mid-game. Of course, you can buy the Elite strap with the extra battery pack on it, which will almost double your battery life, so that is something to consider. Quest 2 definitely has me coming back to it on a daily basis. I did go ahead and buy the Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. They did give that a patch with a performance bump in terms of resolution and such, and honestly that's a super fun game. If you have not tried it, I do recommend it. I've also downloaded Echo VR. That is a fantastic game as well. It's also free, which is mind-blowing given how fun and addictive it is. It's essentially Rocket League in space, which is awesome. You do need a Facebook profile to log in and use the headset. Now, of course, if you are someone that already has a Facebook profile, it definitely should not be any issue in terms of that. You simply just punch in your login information and you're good to go. So for those of you not familiar with the Quest 1 or the Quest 2, you do get 4 cameras right here on the front, so these are going to be fantastic in terms of being able to track the controllers and also track your hands. The Quest 2 does have a pass-through function in the settings, so you can actually double tap the side of the headset, and that activates the cameras mid-game and lets you see what's around you. If you do quickly need to jump out of VR, you can do that, double tap it again, and it jumps you right back into it. So as mentioned, the Quest 2 does have motion hand tracking. That is pretty dope. I haven't had the chance to use that in-game or anything like that. Maybe they'll utilize that further in the future in terms of software updates and such, but thus far just being able to set down the controllers and move around in the home hub and just pinch to select apps is pretty cool. In terms of the controllers, they are fairly similar to the original Quest. Aside from a color change and a few ergonomic changes, they are fairly similar, and the battery cover is a bit difficult to remove, so just keep that in mind. It's a little stiff, but nothing too terrible. I am super glad that they do have a wrist strap on them, being that I'm new to VR, I find myself swinging my arms around in-game, and honestly, I have come close to letting go of the controllers on occasion, so again, that does provide you with a bit of a safety net in terms of your controller. Now, the Quest 2 does come with a glasses spacer inside the box itself. If you are someone that wears glasses and you need a little bit more separation between the lenses and your face, pop that on there and you should be good to go. So in terms of removing the head strap, it's not too difficult. Just grab it fairly close by the speakers, bend it a little and it pops off, and then vice versa, it's pretty easy to put back on. So with the Quest 2, you do get 3 options in terms of IPD adjustment on the lenses. It is a little bit different this time around because you have to physically move the lenses in. You will be able to move the lenses from 58 to 63 up to 68 millimeters depending on your eye placement and your face structure. So that will provide you with some versatility in terms of adjusting the lenses to your needs to avoid any blurriness. The Quest 2 does come with 2 microphones below the headset. In my opinion, they're fairly good quality. I haven't had any issues in terms of communicating anything across in multiplayer matches or anything like that, so that's definitely a plus. The volume rocker is also right there by the microphone, so that'll let you adjust the volume on the built-in speakers. They do get fairly loud enough to where you don't have any problems in terms of hearing any players talking to you, music, or any video content. Now, the headset does give you the option to connect a pair of headphones to the headset directly with a 3.5mm headphone jack if that is what you want to do. In terms of being able to fully immerse yourself in VR, you do have that option. Now, the Quest 2 does come with a USB-C charger, so that'll provide you with pretty decent versatility in terms of charging cables. Now, one flaw that most people tend to have with the Quest 2 is going to be the head strap. It's not necessarily the best quality headset out there. Personally speaking though, I didn't find it too inconvenient. It's fairly comfortable. It is a little finicky at first. You do need to learn how it works in terms of how to adjust it, how it fits on your head specifically and such, but personally I got pretty used to it in about a day or two. I didn't find it too inconvenient or anything, though I do probably recommend upgrading to the Elite strap. I'll probably do that myself here in the near future, just because it'll be a better fit along with having that extra battery pack if you do get that variant of it. Now, the foam part that goes around the face is not bad. It's not terrible or anything like that. It isn't going to be as premium as opposed to getting the accessory kit from Oculus or any third-party manufacturer, but for the most part, for what you do get out of it, it's fairly comfortable. Another great thing about the Oculus Quest 2 is that it does work with the virtual desktop, basically enabling you to access your PC VR games from Steam online on the Oculus Quest 2, so that's also another great feature. If you've wanted to try VR and just simply have not had the chance, this without a question is going to be a very solid recommendation. So without a doubt, the Oculus Quest 2 gets an A+ in my book. It's going to be great bang for buck in terms of value and what you're getting out of a VR headset. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. If you liked the video, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, comment down below with any questions or comments that you might have on the Quest 2 or any other future products that you would like to see on the channel. Besides that, it's Juan at JB Reviews. I'll catch you next time.